What's up, everyone? Today we are gonna be discussing investing in cryptocurrencies and unicorn hunting. So let's let the stream populate a little bit more before we get started. What's up, people? Hey Edwin, what's up? Okay, so we're gonna be discussing about investing in cryptocurrencies in general. What has it been like in terms of before I even got started in cryptocurrencies? What's up, Mark? What's up? I hope my internet connection is okay. It's a little bit. I'm not very sure why. Hey, what's up, Zachary? Good seeing you, man. What's up, Soleil? Long time no see. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, before investing in cryptocurrencies, I think let us just identify the risks involved first. This is a very new market. It is the only so-called proven cryptocurrency is Bitcoin at the moment. All right, and at the end of the day, we do not know. We have to help the public understand the risks involved in cryptocurrencies. Yes, it is very exciting. Blockchain is going to be the next leg in terms of technology. It is internet 2.0, 3.0, whatever you want to call it. There are going to be it's open source. You can build on top of it. But let us understand one thing: all these projects are always either in alpha, beta, or they may turn out into they may turn out to become scams, right? So we are in a very different realm now. Okay, a lot of the investors or traders, speculators are very young. They have zero investing experience, meaning that they have never purchased a single stock before. They've never invested in any financial market products before or instruments before, because they never had the chance to, due to the fact that each ticket size is of a certain minimum criteria. Unlike now, when you want to participate in an ICO, 0.1 Ethereum, you can participate. And you can buy cryptocurrencies I think as a minimum of $10 depending on which exchange you use. It's and also it seems to be a little bit lax in a sense. That means they do not require you to provide any kind of identity. Okay, you don't need to have any, you don't need to give any much of your identity. You can start an account. Especially for the exchanges, they don't need you to even put in any passport ID or whatsoever. Buying cryptocurrencies, as long as you buy a minimum amount, or at least you keep to a minimum amount, they don't mind you paying. Let me on the light a little bit. The camera can't seem to. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit dark. Okay, but okay, so let me try to get some light. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so must be a bit better. Okay, guys. So yeah. So now, the next thing we would like to determine is also how much we plan to invest into this market. Now, I realize that a lot of people are dumping their savings into this. I hope that is no longer the case. Yeah. So sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the light. Yeah, because it's a yellow light. So. Okay, so I hope that it's a little bit better. Okay, so the illumination is a little bit better now. Okay, so yes, as I was saying, so when you talk about putting aside a portion of your investable capital, when I say investable capital, please bear in mind that it should be liquid cash that you do not require. Okay, liquid cash that you do not require to pay bills. It's not used to pay tuition fees, rental of your room or whatnot. Okay, it has no timeline. You can write it off. I think I want to be very clear. You do not use it. Okay, because I realize that a lot of people stepping into this space, unfortunately, are trying their best to generate an income because of all the stellar returns. Okay, so let me just set the mentality straight first. Understand your own risk profile. After you have understood your own risk profile, if you have very little knowledge about investing in general, that means you are very new. You are a beginner and you should take things very slowly. You should not even touch ICOs. Okay? ICOs are they are literally pre-beta, beta, alpha. They have zero product. Alright? If you have zero knowledge in terms of underwriting, or you have no financial knowledge whatsoever, doesn't mean that you studied finance. Okay, it means that you are going to be a guru here. Okay, please don't even think that way, because currently now in this spectrum, no hedge fund has a proper valuation model to actually validate whether or not a cryptocurrency is undervalued, fair valued, or overvalued. Okay, no one has that now, because cryptocurrencies in general is in growth mode. Okay, when it's in growth mode, valuations are off the hook. Okay, so now that we have established that, let's go into investing in cryptocurrencies. My personal recommendation, if you're someone who is very new, 5-10% of your overall investment capital is all you need, all you can ever put into this space. Now you must be thinking, fuck, Ryan, what if I don't have enough liquidity? That means I don't have much savings in my bank account. Every month, net off all your bills, that amount 5-10%. Okay, because you still have to have cash on hand, a rainy day cash on hand. Shit, why is this thing keep adjusting? Okay, so you are gonna have 5-10% of your basic salary, net off any liabilities. That means liabilities first, and then you can put your money into crypto. This is the right way. Okay, there's no other way. This is the only way. Okay, next, what about borrowing? Should I be borrowing from a friend, family member, the bank? Should I be doing all that? No, you should not, because this is high risk. It is literally, it can go to zero. Okay, it can turn out to be a scam. That is why you should never borrow from anybody. If you don't have the liquidity, sit back, relax, watch YouTube, learn, and once you start maybe going for a part-time job or whatnot, and you start finding some liquidity that you can play with and invest in this space, then you do it. Okay, now we have covered that. Now let's go on to the more detailed stuff. These projects, like I said, are having teams that come together from the blockchain, cryptography, finance, marketing, VC. You have projects that are basically this is the space, guys. Okay, so these are all professionals in their respective fields coming together. Okay, let's assume that they are legit. Okay, so they are going to be focusing on solving a problem, and of course making sure that the old technology, which is the current technology and infrastructure that we have, can it be a blockchain project? Does it really need to be built on the blockchain? You have to ask yourself also. Or the current implementations are perfectly fine now. That means whatever we are having now, there are centralized servers and centralized databases. Is that better now? It may not be the best, but is that better for now? Because to incorporate and transfer all that data, all that information onto the blockchain is actually very costly. So you have to ask yourself whether or not does that work. Even if the team thinks of it that way, the team needs at least anywhere from 3 to 5 years, even 10 years for it to form that ecosystem. So the next thing is the possibility of mass adoption. Okay, a lot of these projects, if you notice, are trying to hook you by saying that they are going to have a wallet from the very get-go. The wallet right now, okay, is all any ICO structuring advisory will have someone who can code in Solidity and create a wallet for that project. It's no big deal, guys. Okay, just to let you know. So I hope that there are a lot of new people watching, and if there are not enough new people watching, please go and share it with all the new people. Okay, this video is going to be extremely important for them. Okay, so a wallet means nothing much. Okay, and at the same time, if you are going to have a wallet, it's no big deal at the moment. Now the next thing we need to consider also is the number of exchanges, because liquidity is important. Okay, liquidity is important, and we need to make sure that projects that are large enough in terms of market size, a market cap, usually will be accepted by the exchanges. Now, I have mixed feelings about this, because sometimes they raise too much for what they're trying to do. All right, but however, like I said, only until you start discussing with these projects what they're trying to achieve, then you can understand what are they going to do with the money. There are some business development managers and product managers, marketing managers that can really break down why they need to raise so much money. A lot of the time, these projects are just raising money for the sake of raising money so that they can have a nice office, all right? And from there, they are not going to develop anything. They're just going to pretend that they're going to develop something, and also to pay for travels and whatnot. So I tell you guys, you have to be very careful when you talk about valuation. So some of my subscribers, they are very smart. They are saying, why is this project raising so much money? You know, they're starting to question in that way. And I'm very happy to see that all of you are really moving towards that. Why the fuck does a simple project that needs maybe only less than 200,000 US dollars and can be completed with 200,000 US dollars needs to raise fucking 50 million? Like why? No, like why? You know, you tell me. Okay, so it's a joke when people from the outside, especially if they're familiar with IPO, they're like, why is this project even able to raise 50 million? And yeah, and that's when I started to realize that the valuations here are all BS. Okay, because why? They need their seeders, okay, to cash out huge, rather than the traditional IPO way where there are few rounds. So you start off at the very startup stage, conceptualization stage, where it's just proof of concept, and then the seed money starts to pour in. And seed money, even that portion alone, has a few stages. Let's say, for example, you tell me, okay, roughly I need 200,000 or 150,000 US dollars. Even that has to be released in stages to see whether you even arrive to something. Then you come to after you have a so-called working product, it comes the commercialization. The commercialization portion will be a little bit more expensive. So that's when you need more injection of capital, and then the VCs will decide to raise capital, obviously from somewhere else, and then pump in, because this is more costly. The seed money guys will be able to cash out from there already. Then it moves on to the mainstream. But ICO is like A to Z in like basically 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. This is ICO. Okay, so now the next thing we look at a few things: ideology, your business development, leadership, integrity, team synergy, and mission and vision. All these things you have to see in a company. Okay, if you enjoy investing in cryptocurrencies, enjoy the process of searching for a unicorn. Okay, I think a unicorn is not easy to find. It's crazy when you think about it, but it is achievable. Okay, it is achievable. If you look at the top 13 cryptocurrencies at the moment, they all have a billion market cap and above. Now, obviously, people have figured that out, that if you invest in billion-dollar cryptocurrencies, the likelihood of you making that 5x, 10x is very, very slow to no chance, because you already came in after $1 billion was pumped in. So everyone is looking for the baby unicorn, okay, where it's like less than 100 mil, and that's when it gets extremely risky. But you know what? If you find it, obviously you're gonna be able to make a lot of money. Now let me give you a few examples. So this is project ICO date, price of when it was doing the ICO, and the current price now. Okay, so obviously all this you can get from www.infostats.com. So just these are my projects that I'm looking through. So for example, OMG, 15th of July 2017 was the ICO date. It was at 24 cents. Currently now trading at $7.79, 32.47x. Populous, PPT, 24th of June 2017, 27.8 cents, currently trading at $9.93, which is a 35.75x gain. NEO, 1st of October 2017, 1st of October 2015, 3 cents, currently at 35.57 cents, $35.57, 1,185 times. Quantum, 12th of March 2017, ICO price 30 cents. Okay, we put it at 30 cents. Currently trading at 14.139, 47x. That's 470%. Okay, then we have Kyber. Kyber is okay. So now these projects are just an example of the crazy returns that we've been experiencing, and there are people who say, "Wow, Bitcoin started off at I think this beginning of this year was $700. Currently now is at $8,000. So it's almost 1,000%. Yeah. So it's crazy, guys. Just so you know, it's insane. We are in this kind of space. So can you imagine? OMG is 3,247%. You have PPT at 3,575%. You have NEO at 118,500%. It's pretty ridiculous if you really hear the numbers that I'm mentioning to you. And of course, we have Quantum at 4,700% from the ICO price. Now, we want to find something that is a little bit less ridiculous. So I've actually came up with a list of projects that I feel comfortable to recommend and put out there. So I might as well just put it out there. You have Kyber, which was launched on the 17th of September 2017. ICO price was 44 cents, currently trading at $1.88. So it's only 2.47 times. So it's only 247%. EOS is at I think it's still having its ICO. So it's 26th of June 2017. It will be until probably next year. 92 cents, 92 and a half cents, and currently trading at $1.91, 2.07% only, 2.07 times. Komodo, 15 October 2016, 37.6 cents, currently at 2.41. Okay, so it's only 6.422 times. Now Komodo is a special one that I'm probably going to start putting in some money in. Civic, little bit slow. 6th of July 2017. Okay, 6th of July 2017, 10 cents, currently at 31 cents. So it's only 3.11 times, or 311%. So okay guys, so I think we want to be able to have confidence in investing in projects that we have seen development in. Can these projects still fail? Yes, they can. Could any one of them have a class action lawsuit if the owner misuses the funds, embezzles it, buys something outside of the mandate? For example, go and buy property, buy luxury cars and whatnot, and it's outside of the mandate, and someone whistleblowes within the company, and literally have SEC down its ass and having a court case. Yes, that can happen. That happened to Tezos. So all these things can happen. So I just want to make sure that before you start investing in these projects, always bear in mind, rewind to the beginning of my video, understand your risk, and at the same time also those that I just listed out, KNC, EOS, KMD, and Civic. Icon is something that I'll be looking at right now. If it's not too ridiculously expensive, I don't mind looking at it, and I might even invest in it. But guys, ICO may be fantastic and all, but for the fact that ICOs have a whitelist, right? Or at least they are usually asking for a minimum, and you need to really know the people before you put your money in pre-sale. Now everyone's jumping into pre-sale because they think that they're going to have maximum awesome discounts and whatnot. But let's let's not always be too hasty, because you want to be able to confidently, now I'm talking to people who are investing five figures and above here, okay? So those who are going to be investing less than 5 figures, it's great, put in some money in pre-sale, because as we can see, based on track record, most ICOs will give you a very favorable return, okay? But unfortunately, AirSwap seems to be not doing too well, okay? AirSwap, I thought it was a pretty highly anticipated project, but AirSwap doesn't seem to be doing too well at the moment. It's below its ICO price, and maybe we have to give them some time. Okay, maybe it was a pump and dump that occurred, but currently, based on the fact that it was launched at 24 cents and currently now it's at 20 cents, so I'm not very sure. So I'm not sure what happened. So let me go and do a little bit more research and then I'll get back to you. But in terms of ICOs in general, anyone that is in small ticket, okay, tend to do pretty well in ICOs in general. But does it mean that you randomly invest in any kind of crazy market? No, you don't. Okay, so sorry, any kind of crazy project. No, it's not for you to just put in your $100 and treat it like a casino. Okay, now for those who are investing 5 figures and above, you want to stick to the projects that have the best infrastructure, that makes the most sense, and has the most mass adoption. Because if you don't have that, right, and it doesn't have enough liquidity, so that's why the exchanges that are listing them have to be there. If there's only one exchange to 2 exchanges that have very low volume listing your cryptocurrency, and you go and put in 5 figures in there, well, firstly, you better have some insider information. You maybe should be part of a pump and dump group. You do whatever you like I said. Be part of a pump and dump group where they're gonna pump the cryptocurrency, and if it goes up, great, fantastic, good for you. But that doesn't mean that you're gonna have to keep finding the next one, because you're gonna get addicted, right? Because the moment you saw the pump, wow, your 10K became 15,000, great. Then after that, you move on to something else. You hope that pump and dump group will deliver on the next one. You put in the whole 15,000, maybe you'll even add another 5K to make it 20 grand. And then eventually you'll get caught, because the pump and dump groups don't give a flying shit about you. Like, at the end of the day, they're just going to be here to make money. Because if I was a pump and dump group, I would definitely just only care to make sure that I keep my private investors safe. The public, okay, is just the second wall of defense. Okay, it's the so-called the momentum creator, because those are the ones that make the most noise. Okay, so don't be that. Okay, just start investing in solid projects. Yes, it is fucking boring. There's a lot of due diligence that you need to do. Okay, there's a lot of due diligence that needs to be done. There's a lot of research work that needs to be done. Investing should never be easy, guys. Making money was never easy. Okay, you should never think that money is easy to come by. Money is hard to earn, guys. If you are having a 9-to-5 job, you get paid once a month. You work 30 days in a month to get paid once a month. Isn't that work to get paid? So it's the same shit here. You want to get paid in cryptocurrencies, make sure you go and do the work. Make sure you go and start researching on the cryptos that you want to invest in. Go and cross-reference with people who are better than you in investing. All right. If you're unfamiliar about the fucking industry, don't even touch it. In fact, guys, maybe keep it simple. If you are part of a particular industry and you see a particular cryptocurrency, right, and it fits into your industry because you understand it, why don't you just invest in that? Yes, maybe the industry that you are in, no one is building anything blockchain related or crypto related. Then don't invest, right? Then don't invest, because you don't even understand anything about it. Because when you read the white paper, it is so overwhelming. And at the same time also, how do you even know that this is not a fabricated white paper? Right? How do you even know? Right? Even if you ask educated questions, if a project was out to literally twist and turn the facts, they would already hire professionals who already understood this so that they can answer your 21 questions. And then after that, oh, okay, you put your money in, and then after that, close shop. That's it. They're not going to be doing whatever they're supposed to be doing, because why? They don't have the integrity, right? They're not going to fulfill it. So I always personally love to invest in cryptocurrencies that already has been running. I don't fucking care about whether I miss the first 5,000%, guys. I really don't. Because as you can see, after what I just mentioned, in terms of all the cryptocurrencies, in terms of all the ICOs that have been listed out there already, there's always chance. Yeah, sure, you may say, hey, I'm the one that got in when it was ICO price and I just recently sold off. Good for you. You deserve it because you took the risk that I wasn't willing to take. You see? So you deserve to get the reward. It's fair. I don't mind coming in and buying you out, but I see where the long-term potential is. I'm more convinced that I can put in my money, guys. You get what I'm saying? So this is just the way it works. If you're not convinced, don't invest. Don't listen to someone else just because he says this project is good, right? It's not like that anymore, please, because this is a smarter generation. This is a generation that is educated. They know how to go and Google stuff. They know how to Wikipedia stuff. They know how to Investopedia stuff. And eventually they know how to cross-reference and talk to their friends. It's a social media network. You can go into forums and start researching on your favorite cryptocurrencies. Remember, Reddit, all this stuff can sometimes also be fake news. Twitter can sometimes be fake news as well. Okay, so just be very mindful about what you invest in, guys. And like I said, we all are trying to look for the next unicorn. Just so you know, unicorn means that it's a market cap of 1 billion and above, right? So look, just give you a hint. Look at the top cryptocurrencies that have achieved 1 billion and above, and ask yourself, what are they doing that allowed them to be able to hit 1 billion? Just ask yourself that. Okay, look at the similarities in terms of their overall what kind of teams do they have, what kind of marketing have they done, what kind of community did they form, what kind of developers do they have, and at the same time, who are the advisors and backers. Okay, I've given you the clues. All right, guys, off to Milan.